If you would clarify, Minister, to what disadvantage are you referring?
Hi, this is Donna. Some of the things I wanted to show you that came out really good is the diamond glaze, Judi's diamond glaze. I did some more experiments with it where I actually put it on thicker, put it on a very level surface and allowed it to dry. And if you notice, it did form a very nice hard covering over the original artwork. This one I did add a little bit of glitter to it. I don't know if you can see the glitter, but it does add a little bit of more depth to the whole piece. So that's a little Sylar thing. On the back of a lot of these things I actually use a recycled cardboard, which is actually covered with like a silver coating, and that's just to do a little bit of resist. And here's is coming out really good is a Spock pin I'm making, and I actually layered some very tiny number 15 seed beads in the corner here, put some diamond glaze down and then the beads, let that dry on a level surface, and then came back and put another coat of the diamond glaze over that, and you can see that it did create a nice hard shell. It seems to be pretty resilient. I haven't gotten a lot of water or anything on it yet, but and that's going to be a pin. It does have the silver cardboard on the back, and I'm going to glue a little pin back to that and wear that on my jeans. Something. This came out, this was actually the first experiments with the triple thick, and it's a little Spock picture, which I'm going to embellish on with some more items, and you just put the picture underneath. I put it on probably some cardboard and let that dry, and then I came back and just dropped very small droplets of the triple thick in there very slowly. You don't want to let it get any bubbles. You want to pop or push the bubbles off to the side as soon as possible, and you let that dry on a level surface, and it creates a nice little hard shell. I'm loving all these materials. This is also with the triple thick, another Spock picture. That's going to be a cabochon of some sort. Probably going to make that into some kind of a charm or maybe a zipper pull. The experiments are coming out really nice because these materials harden up really nice, and they don't have any type of fumes or anything like that. It's just soap and water cleanup. So these are really nice. I do recommend them if you're making.
You will experience fear. Fear in the face of certain death.
The Ranger glossy accents. I found that in the scrapbooking section. It works really, really good. There's a lot of these types of products now on the market, which are really a boon to us craft makers. This one is a really cute Zachary Quinto photo, which was kind of chopped out of, I think, one of my combination photos that I do on Photoshop. And I added some glitter to the edges there. That's just dimensional glitter that goes on kind of white like paint and dries all sparkly. And I put the glossy accents on just the same way I do the other ones, where you have to let it drip very slowly from the bottle. Probably let it start dripping first so there's no bubbles in it. Make sure there's no bubbles going into your thing. The bubbles tend to just want to move around on there. They're hard to pop. You can try using a moistened pin tip, but more likely than not, I try to just push them over to the sides and move them off to the side. Once they hit a different type of material, they usually expel themselves. So I added a couple little Swarovskis to that, and eventually that's going to be probably some kind of a necklace. I'm going to find some purple accent beads to go with that. This is a small cabochon with a picture of Sylar and one of his wonderful evil looks. And what that is actually a piece of wood, a little small wood I got in the wood section, plain wood, painted black with some iridescent paint, and then I pre-treated the paper. On all these, I pre-treat them with those layers to turn them into a plastic entity before I try adhering them underneath anything. You can see that the glossy accents actually solidified quite nicely on these. You have to set them on a level surface. I can't stress that enough. If you don't set them on a level surface, you're going to end up with a big bulge over here or something like that. If you're going for that kind of look, then fine, but if you want a nice even texture to the top, nice smooth and even texture, you want to put it on a surface. Here's another little cabochon of Sylar that I just cut out and glued to the cardboard and then glued the ring. There's also a ring around this one that I got in the scrapbooking section or maybe the jewelry section. And the ring kind of holds in the other surface embellishment type of materials that you're putting on there. It creates a barrier so it doesn't run off. I might even put another sparkle coat over this one, mixing the glossy accents with just a drop or so of some iridescent paint or sparkle paint. This is a simple magnet. I just like playing with stamps and things and wire, putting things together. That's, of course, our wonderful Sylar and one of his power stances. And I embellished that with some stamping on both sides and a little curlicue of some wire on the bottom over some ultra suede that covered up the bottom. It just has a glue-on magnet on the back, and I did put a very thin layer of the glossy accents on there as part of an experiment, and it came out really good. It did come out really nice and shiny. I had a few small bubbles, but they don't bother me. So that is another very good experiment. Some of the things you see here, these are the completed magnets that I was coating and doing the last time. I haven't put a thick coating on that yet. I don't really think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave them that way and take them to work and use them. Here's a trip-itch type of a system, 3 pictures, all related. I'm going to be going into those frames, and I'm going to be putting the hard coatings on that. This is just a multimedia thing that I have going with a really cool picture of Zachary on some art paper I think I found in the 99-cent store. Here's a laminated picture of Spock, and not really sure what I was going to do with that. It might be going on some wood or some metal. I was thinking of putting that on. This is actually a wood project involving a Sylar pick. It's just a painted, just some black gesso, and did some just dry kind of scrubby painting around the edges with metallic paint. I love sparkly things and I love metallics, so I do a lot of my things with metallic paint. Here's a plastic conditioned picture of Sylar in one of his wonderful moves, where he's actually taking someone's power, and it's been cut on the edges with specialty scissors that you get in the scrapbooking section. Here's a cute picture of Spock that I have. I love the blue tones to it. I actually painted the little wood piece blue and put some iridescent paint over that and over the picture. I love the way that came out. It gives it more depth. Here's some bamboo tiles, which I actually used some stamps to stamp on the names of my favorite characters right now. And those will be combined with probably one of the other pictures and dangled off of them on the bottom. And this is my Spock on a rock. I'm going to probably laminate that to that rock. I got some. Just a final update. I finished up part of the Spock on a rock. I added some laminate to that, and I did the sparkly layer with the Sylar button picture. I put another layer of the glossy accents with some glitter added to that. I want to thank you all for watching. Take care.